At first, everyone thought it was a joke. Katy Perry? In space? Most people dismissed it as clickbait or some kind of weird AI rumor. But nope, it was real. The pop star behind Roar and Teenage Dream actually boarded a Blue Origin rocket and left Earth, and she wasn't alone. So let's break it down. Who were these women? Why did they go? Who paid for it? On April 14, 2025, Blue Origin launched its New Shepard rocket with an all-female crew. The flight lasted just under 11 minutes. It was a suborbital mission, meaning they didn't orbit Earth, but they did cross the Kármán line, the official edge of space. The 6 women on board floated in zero gravity for about 3 to 4 minutes before returning safely to the Texas desert. But let's be honest, the rocket wasn't the main event. It was who was inside. Let's see who the crew members were. Katy Perry, pop icon. Lauren Sanchez, Jeff Bezos' fiancée, journalist, helicopter pilot, and the organizer of the mission. Gayle King, legendary journalist and co-host of CBS Mornings. Aisha Bowe, former NASA aerospace engineer, STEM education entrepreneur. Amanda Nguyen, civil rights activist and Nobel Peace Prize nominee. Carrie-Anne Flynn, film producer and media strategist. On the launchpad sidelines, there was another kind of power lineup. Oprah Winfrey, media mogul and close friend of Gayle King, there to support her sister on this historic moment. Kris Jenner, reality TV matriarch, who reportedly came to support Lauren Sanchez and boost visibility for the event. Orlando Bloom, Katy Perry's fiancé, seen holding their daughter and cheering her on. Jeff Bezos, of course front and center for the launch, as the founder of Blue Origin and partner of Lauren Sanchez. It was part space mission, part Hollywood red carpet, with just enough science to say it was historic and just enough celebrity to trend. While headlines were celebrating a historic all-female spaceflight and praising it as a win for women's empowerment, the backlash rolled in fast. And the so-called feminist milestone didn't land quite the way they expected.
It's over the top. It's over the top.
All-female Blue Origin space crew with celebrities including Katy Perry and Gayle King has been hilariously mocked.
It's not just about going to space. It's the training.
Their training? They did 2 days. Their tasks included practicing how to get into and out of the New Shepard capsule. You go in, and then you go out. Oh, once again, ladies.
What are you guys going to do up in space? What are you doing up there? I mean, by the way,
they're going for 11 minutes.
Don't show your boobs. Don't get your specially made spacesuit so that we can make sure to see all your curves as you go to outer space. Is that what it is to be a woman?
If they didn't market this whole thing with this empowering and serious tone, I don't think anyone would have roasted it.
So, why didn't people buy it? First of all, the whole thing felt more like a performance than a genuine achievement. This wasn't real spaceflight. Let's be clear, they weren't astronauts. They weren't orbiting Earth. This was a suborbital hop, barely crossing the Kármán line, the symbolic edge of space. They spent just 4 minutes in microgravity. The rest of the 11-minute journey, a fast rise, a moment of floaty fun, then parachutes and touchdown. But the way it was filmed, the way it was sold, made it feel like they just returned from the International Space Station. This wasn't a scientific mission. It was an advertisement. For Blue Origin, for Jeff Bezos, and for their luxury space tourism business. Blue Origin didn't release exact costs, but similar joyrides have ranged from $250,000 to over $1 million per seat.
And you're feeling that strength. So I feel really connected to that strong, divine feminine right now.
Katy Perry's dramatic return to Earth, complete with ground kissing and declarations of universal love, didn't just spark memes, it reignited old controversies. Critics pointed to her 2024 collaboration with producer Dr. Luke on her album 143, despite his past legal battles with singer Kesha. Kesha, who accused Dr. Luke of sexual assault in 2014, subtly responded by posting a photo of herself sipping from a Wendy's cup, shortly after the brand mocked Perry's space antics with a tweet saying, "Can we send her back?" The uncaptioned image spoke volumes, reminding fans of Perry's denial under oath of Kesha's claims against Dr. Luke. For many, Perry's attempt to frame the spaceflight as a profound, empowering experience felt disconnected from these unresolved issues.
One by one, they ring a bell. Gayle, who has a fear of flying, looks terrified.
Gayle King admitted she was terrified before liftoff. She doesn't even like flying, let alone launching into space. So why did she go? Because Oprah told her to. Gayle said Oprah encouraged her to take the leap, saying it would be life-changing. And when she finally stepped back onto Earth, shaken but smiling, she joked, "I think I'm ready to pierce my ears now." But the joy didn't last long. As soon as she landed, the backlash hit.
And Gayle King is upset.
You have never said to an astronaut, boy, what a ride. You know, we duplicated the same
An astronaut
trajectory that Alan Shepard did back in the day.
First of all, Alan Shepard walked on the moon, Gayle. You did not walk on the moon.
Critics called the flight tone-deaf and unnecessary, but Gayle clapped back, saying, "I'm not going to let people steal my joy." When the capsule touched down in the West Texas desert, guess who opened the door for them? Jeff Bezos. And stepping out first, his fiancée, Lauren Sanchez. She was the first to step out of the capsule, before the scientists, before the activist, straight into Jeff Bezos' arms, grinning like it was a royal debut. She organized the mission, sure, but to critics, the whole thing looked more like a PR love story than a space milestone. Some even called it gluttonous, parody-level privilege, and a feminist cosplay with a rocket. Lauren tried to clap back, saying people should visit Blue Origin and see the real work behind it. But let's be honest, when you're dating the boss, no one's buying your ticket came with struggle. Aisha Bowe, a former NASA aerospace engineer and the first Bahamian woman in space, and Carrie Ann Flynn, a film producer known for telling stories about strong women on screen. Aisha carried scientific experiments and postcards from students, hoping to inspire the next generation of explorers. Carrie Ann, more quiet in the spotlight, said she felt honored and excited to be part of something bigger than herself. But Amanda Nguyen's journey started in tragedy. Amanda Nguyen had two dream job offers on the table, one from NASA, the other from the State Department. But everything stopped the night she was raped at a college party. She was hospitalized. She chose not to press charges immediately. Like many survivors, she needed time. She was told she had 15 years to pursue justice and that her rape kit would be preserved. She paid thousands just to keep it safe. But months later, she found out the state could legally destroy it after just 6 months, without even telling her. That's when Amanda said, "No more." She connected with other survivors, founded a civil rights movement, and wrote the Sexual Assault Survivors Bill of Rights, which passed unanimously in Congress and Obama signed it. But this is the sweet part of Amanda Nguyen's life. Her dream was always to go to space, and that dream survived everything, just like she did. If you like this video, feel free to hit like. And if you'd like to be notified when the next one drops, just subscribe and turn on the bell.